Hi guys, I just want to make a quick video about the trades we had last week. Tesla was one of the interesting earnings play that we had last week. Before I get into the trades, I just want to let you know last week we launched our chat room in new platform that called Ecofin. So now everybody can go to the Ecofin and sign up for free. It's 100% free. The platform is awesome and our members loved it. I just want to let you know you can invite your friends. It's free. Makes it easier for me to communicate and talk to our members through this platform. So, um, oh, about Tesla, I just wanted to point out this company. They came up with not clear numbers for their earning, but in the first minute after they announced their earnings, it was Wednesday after hour. I saw a couple of big candles from 315 to 290 in the first minute, and the stock was just jumping up and down, and probably traders and they were scratching their head and they were thinking, what's going on? Is it the earning is good or bad? But the thing was, because the stock had a lot of shorts, not retailer shorts. I mean, big institutional shorts. They were expecting the earning is bad and the stock crashes, but somehow they managed to hold this $300 level. Whoever did that, I don't know. But when they hold this 300 key level price, they squeezed the hell out of shorts, and the stock went to 334 on Wednesday, and then it went to 350. So now it's holding up here, but the company has a lot of problem. I think uh, the price is going down later on when people understand, okay, those numbers are not good enough. The company has a lot of promises, and anyway, this would be on my short list for the next week and next couple of weeks. And I would like to see when everybody, when they squeezed all the shorts and pushes the price a little bit higher, I want to take short position. Uh, so the next stock was TNDM. TNDM was actually one of those penny stocks that people say they really made it. They went from $3 to $30. It's overextended. I was waiting for the stock to top and I wanted to take short position. It did on Thursday when it rejects 32, and then the next try it couldn't even touch 32. I alerted here. I said I want to take short position, and I took it, and they came with offering after hour. The price went to $30, and everybody expected a lower price. So unfortunately, I didn't cover, but uh, they priced their offering at 28 something. That was a very high price for their offering, and it was around they wanted to raise 100 million or something. Anyway, the similar story. like Tesla. They squeezed shorts, and I think I got break even here and a little bit gain, but it was basically the trade was a scratch. So I wanted to take another short position. They squeezed it. I think I took my short position here, but that was me just being stubborn, and I just wanted to make it happen. But when you see this short squeeze and all the shorts have to cover, you have to wait the next day. I think Monday, tomorrow, the stock will hold this level, and if there is other shorts in the stock, um, probably they can push it and squeeze it to 35, which is a better price for entry. But this is in my short list for the next week. When it tops and starts to fade, I want to take a position into the other backside of the move and ride it from hopefully from 35 to 28 something. That would be a swing trade if it happens, but we will see. So yeah, the point in this stock was this: sometimes even if they have offering, it doesn't mean you kind of hit the home run. You still can get squeezed, and if you get a stubborn, you lose money because it broke even the high of the day in the previous day. So that happens, but this is trading. You learn and you should stick to your plan. So, couple of other points I wanted to talk about these recent crazy runners like AWX, GBR, MTSL. I alerted about AGMH before, but people didn't actually pay attention to this that much. But the thing was, NSYS, and on Friday afternoon, uh, this stock basically started to run after hour. Yeah. So the point was, I was watching AWX when it was around 360, 370 something. So this stock, yeah, I alerted this around 3 something in the first, Wednesday, July 25th. I alerted as a long play, and I was a little bit early, and I didn't pull the trigger when it was consolidating at 3. But I told our members that this stock can go to 6, 7. Let me bring up the where is it? AWX. AWX. Let me see if I can find it. Anyway, you can go and check it in my Twitter and in the chat room. The thing was, I was watching videos and all these post analysis after everything happened, and people start to talk about the stock, and they say, yeah, it was obvious and everybody knew that. Nobody knew that. I alerted this on a day that nobody even expected this to go to $4. I was telling people, let me actually find my AWX alert, because I think um, because it's very important. The thing I'm going to tell you is something that, yeah. So here was my alert on AWX on Wednesday, July 25th. Uh, I asked people first, that was kind of funny. Nobody paid attention, but guess how many times AWX will squeeze shorts? How did I know that? Nobody asked me in the chat room. I said AWX can go to 6, 7, 10. It went basically to 15 and then went to 30. And I alerted for the long, but I didn't play it well. So the thing about this was, I was thinking, at least those who were in this industry, they know what's going on. They, because the signals, the, actually I don't want to give away this strategy and the signals for finding this type of moves, because I think it's very valuable. But I was thinking at least a couple of other famous traders, veteran traders, they know that, they saw that. But recently, when I watched the videos and those post analysis, I kind of figured out probably nobody saw that, because it was very obvious. The chart was telling you. MTSL, I told our people in the chat room to not chase this because it's pure manipulation. You already missed a better entry, and after that you shouldn't chase this, because you see they push it up and they drop it. GBR, the same story. NSYS, one of our members, he said, yeah, this stock is on the move. And I was just checking those signals, and I found, okay, it's not the same as AWX, because the chart doesn't have those indicators that I'm looking for. And I told these specific members of our chat room, be careful. And he was playing it here, I think. He was playing it somewhere here, and I told him, be careful, it's not AWX. And I think he took this move and he sold the rest of his position here, or break even somewhere here. But you see, the stock was just going from 3, it went to 9, and it dropped the next day. It didn't have that move like AWX or GBR or MTSL. So the reason for that is, this was not well orchestrated manipulation. This was kind of manipulated by some people that I don't want to name anybody here, but I think I have a good idea who was manipulating this. And UUU is the same. Um, they are pushing this, and probably maybe $3 tomorrow, and it fades. So this is something that is different than AWX. AWX was manipulated by professionals, and it was very, very obvious from the beginning. As I say, there are indicators in the chart that you can understand and you can read easily if you know, but probably my guess is 99% of those mentors out there, they don't know it and they didn't pay attention or whatever. They probably they don't know, but this was different. GBR was different. MTSL was different. But recently, a couple of these, I would say, couple of these minor manipulators, they are trying to repeat the same thing, which kind of makes it more dangerous for retail traders to chase these type of moves. So for our members, I would just say stay away from these type of moves. If I find a better one, if I find a real uh, kind of uh, monster moves, I will alert in the chat as I did for AGMH. AGMH, my alert was somewhere around here. It was around $9 something, and I was alerting that for a week. It was in my watch list for every day, and I told everybody in the chat room, guys, this one is special because I know those, even though it was an IPO, but I knew the indicators and I was waiting for this move. I didn't capture all of it, and I didn't expect that actually to go from $10 to $30. But these type of things, they have their own signals and they have their own indicators. I don't give them away easily, but uh, I just want to tell you, whoever says, yeah, we knew AWX is moving from this to that, just they are lying, because I watched at least 10 videos from last week and everybody was analyzing this after the move, and they were saying, yeah, it's manipulation, somebody, his name is this, the broker is that. So if you are really uh, uh, I would say you really know what's going on in the market, try to analyze this and try to alert this before the move for your members. Uh, so, as I said, somebody in the chat room asked me how I can learn this stuff, and he was interested to. He asked me to introduce him a couple of resources to study. So first, I told him, for example, I spend a lot of time uh, studying these type of moves, not just AWX that happened recently or GBR, MTSL, all the stocks that had crazy moves, they had special, not only these type of home runners. I studied a lot of stocks. I shared in the chat room that uh, my reviews on uh, video lessons of one of these mentors or gurus out there. I actually introduced this to this person in our chat room. I said, if you want to just watch video lessons, there is somebody out there. He has good video lessons and good library of video lessons. I watched them all, but in case you want to learn better, basically fundamentals of the trading, I introduced him to a book that just explains the basic, and I told him after you finish this book, let me know, I can introduce you to another book, which is, I think, one of the essentials you have to read. But as I said, I watched a lot of charts. Uh, Let me say that basically the library I was talking about was Tim Sykes' library. You know him, and he is a famous gurus or mentors, whatever it's out there. I watched. Let me see if I can find this here. I watched basically all of his video lessons that he had. Uh, this is video lessons for breakout. These are the videos that I watched. Whatever you want. You just call the video. I watched it, I wrote a note, and I analyzed them all. Whatever you want. You just name it. So this is his breakout video lessons. Once I told you guys, I think I shared this a snapshot, but I didn't just watch his videos. I wrote my notes. I basically point out his mistakes, whatever you say. So these are a lot of hours. What else? Shorting bounce, the same story. So whatever you want. Um, I watched I watched all those charts. I analyzed all those trades, um, the mistakes he had. Um, I think I have a separate document about the mistakes he had in his trading that I just wanted to avoid. To not Let me see if I can find some of them here, maybe. But anyway, anyway, doesn't matter. So I know exactly what's going on with, for example, AWX when it starts here, and when I said that it goes to 6, 7, 10, and I was pretty sure if I was saying it goes to $30, people would kill me in the chat room, and they say, how do you know that? Either you are out of your mind, or you know you are part of this manipulation or whatever. But basically, I was telling people, yeah, this chart has the indicators that I know they push this price and they squeeze shorts to wherever they want. The reason I didn't want to play it, somebody asked me, it was around, the price was around 4 something. Oh no, the next day it was around 480 something. One of our members said, if you know this goes to 6, 7, why didn't you play that? And I explained for him, when I missed my entry at $3, which was the perfect point for getting into this run up. When I missed that, I never chase this type of stocks because they drop it from $44.43 to $3.60, then goes back up. Actually, I cannot tolerate 20%, 25% drop, and because I know the big picture, but doesn't mean I want to stay. If you are wrong, and you are taking 25% drop because you think it goes to 6, you are actually your trading trading plan, your trading system has a problem, because you should never take 25% drop, because 25% drop, even if you know it goes to 6 or something, it's like I tell you, um, do you want to take 100% of your money, um, put it as a risk to make 500%? It's totally different than taking 10% risk for 50% reward. Do you understand this analogy? I hope I explained it well. Uh, if you take 10% risk to make 50% return, this is a logical trading plan. But if you take 100% risk to make 500% return or reward, it's stupid, because if you lose that 100% once, if you just do this strategy 10 times, think about it. If you plan your trade in order to take 100% risk for making 500% reward, one of these trades will wipe you out, because this is trading. You have to always manage your risk in a way that you are still in the game. This is one of the basic rules. If you lose all of your money, you are out of the game. You are done. You cannot play anymore. But if you take, for example, 10% risk to make 50% return or gain, that's a logical trading plan. Nobody can say, oh, no, it's stupid. Because if you even lose that 10%, you are still in the game. And if you win one of the trades with 50% return, you can basically fill out 5 bad trades. So think about this and understand the logic. But the point I was trying to say was, these stocks, they have their own indicators, they have their own signals to get, and if you catch one of them, basically you get 200%, 300%, 500% return, and basically you hit the home run. So that was the thing. I wish people would ask me about how did I notice AWX run up, but I was thinking to share these signals with everybody, but now because I saw nobody has any clear indication or indicator or signals for catching these run-ups, I don't want to share this with everybody, but I try to help our members in the chat room, and if you guys are really interested to learn, and if you want to trade full time later on and have a living from this, um, I try to help you, and I introduce you to the books and resources that you really need. But because this is not my full-time job to teaching you guys, I don't want to give out the basically the essence of my hard studying in last couple of years, and but I will try to help you out. Um Ask me any type of questions you have in the chat room, and wish you luck. That's it for today. See you everybody in the chat room tomorrow. Have a good day. Bye.